Why does every comment section trash Gibson? Yeah, Gibson. Is this some plan by Fender to undermine Gibson through the power of comment sections? I don't know. Maybe it's just that people never owned one. Maybe they never will. Maybe they just don't like it for some odd reason. The fact is, commenters love to trash Gibson guitars. Whether it's the neck angle, the bridge, the string angle, the nut, the angle of the headstock, breaking headstocks, which, hey guys, how do you break headstocks? Oh, maybe you drop guitars? Don't drop your guitar! This is like thousands of dollars. How many people drop furniture or just whatever made of wood that's like thousands of dollars? You know, it's like, yeah, if I dropped my elbow into a wooden table that I paid $2,000 for, I'd probably break it. I'll be honest with you, I'd probably break it. But I rammed my elbow through it. That's the logic there, for me, at least. And look, I know accidents happen, but still, accidents could happen with my table. What if I was partying too hard and I fell back? Oh, broke my table. Boom. It's broken. Anything could happen, guys. And I'm not sponsored by Gibson or anything. I mean, I'm kind of a Gibson fanboy. I've got a few. I've got this Les Paul. I've got a blue sparkle custom shop Les Paul. I've got a pink SG bass. This one's pretty cool. I've also got this candy apple blue custom shop 1957 Wildwood Spec Les Paul. This thing's gorgeous. But to be honest, this thing's been my main workhorse. It's kind of like my Greenie in a way, except it's got a pick guard and not the right knobs, but it's just my guitar for everything. It's actually the Les Paul I talk about in the video where I super glued the inlay down to the fretboard and kind of messed it up. I can't help but notice this trend online of just hating on stuff. Does Gibson read these comments? Because if they read these comments, I'm terrified. I mean, have you read Facebook comments? They're pretty bad. I stay up till 2 a.m. reading them sometimes because they're so bad, but they're bad. They just put out a few new colors recently, one of them being hot pink or some sort of pink color, and one of them's this awesome flat white, which I think looks pretty freaking cool. But I can't help but realize the comment sections, they're just filled with, like, angry people. I don't get it. Why are all the comment sections so angry about Gibson? Is Fender like this? I don't really follow Fender that closely. I love Fenders, I have some. Is there also equal hate? Like, what's going on here? Take Ross, for instance. JHS just revived Ross pedals. I made a video about it, actually. Cool pedals, huh? Well, judging on some Instagram, Facebook, forums, all kinds of stuff, you'd think people actually don't like these things. And I think it's got to be confusing for a company like JHS. This guy put a lot of work into documenting the history. He created all these YouTube videos, and I've just seen a pretty negative response, and it's all kind of revolved around people wanting JHS branded pedals instead of a Ross line of pedals. It's kind of a silly debate. It's almost like the debate of like, I want this piece of wood instead of this piece of wood. Pretty much every guitar debate. It's always some mumbo jumbo that, to be honest, I don't think makes sense. Just don't buy the guitar, it's not for you. And to be honest, it's kind of like when an album comes out. You're kind of just waiting for it to come out, and eventually someone's gonna comment, "This sounds like you put the song through a potato and recorded it covered in dog." You get the point. People can be harsh. It can't be that fun putting so much effort into something just to have it just immediately trashed online. I mean, think about it. They probably put months of time into developing what color they want to use and painting all the guitars, letting them cure, talking about how they're going to market it, and someone's doing it. And then Joe Schmo comes out of nowhere talking about how horrible it is. I mean, that's gotta suck. And I don't think you should let it hurt you, but definitely it's still not fun to hear, you know? I mean, everyone wants positive feedback. Sometimes you're gonna get bad feedback, sure, but mindless bad feedback, what is that? Who's that helping? You're letting loose. You're a loose cannon. Go break something. And then I had this realization. I don't really comment on stuff I like. I don't really talk online about stuff I like. And I see this trend of other people not really commenting stuff they like either. Are these companies seeing that? And maybe it's because we're scared of the unknown. Maybe we don't want to deal with trolls. Maybe we just don't care. Maybe we're just going on about our day. But they care. The companies, the bands, YouTubers like myself. Comments are a way for us to get an idea of how you feel about stuff, a way for us to connect with you. I mean, ultimately, for me, I created this YouTube channel in hopes to inspire and inform people about all the things I know about. I mean, I've been recording for quite a while, and I've worked on some cool things. I've also studied a lot about my craft. I've looked into repairing amps, I've researched building guitar pedals, I've researched everything I can about trying to fix a guitar, paint it, everything. Because ultimately, I just like learning. And I think with learning comes wanting to share that information. I know at the core, being a YouTuber, a company, a band, ultimately you're trying to get to whoever's gonna like what you're doing, what you're putting out there. And sometimes that can get overshadowed by a flood of just mindless stuff. We care about what you think. We care about if you like what we put out. You also want to know when people don't like it. That's cool too. People are allowed to voice their opinion. It's not about that. It's more so just about the weirdness that's starting to happen in comment sections. It's almost like it's trendy to dislike things. It's kind of like when people bagged on Nickelback and Creed for no reason. I mean, look, I think we could admit they're good bands. It was good music. Just accept it. Creed's coming back. Let's go. So hopefully the people that don't comment tell their friends. Maybe they let some people know, some family members. Old school, word of mouth. I know when I like something, I kind of just go on about my day and enjoy it. I mean, that's the whole point. You kind of just buy it or listen to it or do whatever you do. And if it doesn't bother you, you don't really tend to complain about it. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe we should start talking about when we like stuff. Maybe we should tell the world that you love this new album or this new guitar. I hope that I can connect with new people. Hopefully that'll be one of you watching this video. I hope to keep on doing stuff on the internet like I am. So with this video, I bid you farewell, and I'll leave you with this. Inform yourself about something before you decide to go tell the world about how much you hate it. Peace out.